You need one long? I don't think I got one though. It looks like it's holding up though.
Nah, it's holding up, but it ain't charging up.
Oh, it ain't? Okay, hold up. I think I got. So y'all will be up on it soon.
Might work. Let's charge.
Yeah,
Oh, heck yeah.
might work.
Yeah, but I can't do my same birthday. Be patient. Be patient. Say, take your time. We there. I already.
Hey,
Mr. Armstrong says the peace message freedom.
we on this piece. We on this piece.
Amen. The word? Yeah.
All right.
Hold on. Yeah. Good. Hold on, brother.
Always the way, man. In this piece, there's always a way. Shit, there's always a way for us. There's always a way.
Yeah, free. That's the old school preacher say.
Yeah.
Amen.
That what they say?
Let the church say amen.
All right, get this going.
We gotta do the what's the name?
All right, we good. Everything's up, everything's running. I got it right here. All right, we'd like to welcome y'all back to another Chopping It Up with Roguish and Fade gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm Roguish.
I'm Fade gang. You know what it is.
We're gonna get into this topic that it might be a little well, most of our topics tend to hit home for a lot of folks. So hopefully this topic will hit home for a lot of y'all. And we know the topic will hit home for every black person. It don't matter what your class you is. It don't matter what level. If you're low class, middle class, top class, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it picks up good, cool. And so the topic today is, does your peace match your freedom? Now, this is something I've been asking this question for some years, right? And I presented it to Fade Gang a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he like, yo, man, that's a dope premise. And the reason why I asked is because, you know, I used to be into some hardcore grassroots building and stuff until I realized that not everybody in the grassroots building was warriors or soldiers. A lot of people just like to get in the fight of saying fuck white people, and you get this acclaim, you know what I mean? But the reason why I got into it is because I want to see my people better, enriched, healed, restored, all that good stuff. But then I started asking the question, because a lot of black people would tell you that, you know what, hey man, that don't even apply to us no more, man. That's back then, that's back there.
You just pissed me off, boy.
We free now and all this, right? And so I asked the question, okay, you free, but does your peace match your freedom? And at first, I would try to get them to own up to say no, because I just assumed that it was no.
Mm-hmm.
But then it hit me that my desire means nothing out of it. I'd rather have them to acknowledge to themselves, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to just acknowledging to me that, yeah, man, y'all know how to peace on master freedom. And we're going to get into this, what I'm saying, get into the science of it, break it down and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a question, before we get into it, I want y'all to think about this question and ask someone else. And don't don't ask them this question to try to get them to answer it. Ask them this question so that just to get them to think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays people ain't thinking. People they just living. They ain't thinking. So with that being said, does your peace match your freedom? So how do you feel about that, Faye Game? Was about your peace matching your freedom?
Me personally, when you asked me that shit, I had to think for a second, because that was a good question. You know what I'm saying? And it depends on
Yeah.
because I realize you can create your own peace, depending on learning what to accept and what not to accept in your life. You know what I'm saying? Uh, when it comes to and with peace, you start to have freedom. You know what I'm saying? You start to have a little bit of your own freedom and things because you have more of a conscious mind, a better, clearer way of thinking on shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in all actuality, it don't really match up because you're not always where you're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? Living, me personally, I can't really speak for a lot of other people, but me personally,
Scoot the whole apparatus over a little bit.
the who?
The whole black thing.
This one?
Yeah, scoot it closer to the wall. And it won't fall like that no more. So in the aspect of your peace matching your freedom, I want y'all to think about a couple things. A lot of times when people would say that yeah, it's because it's not as hard for us as it was for our ancestors in the past.
Right.
And a lot of people believe that when black people, I think that we're all socially programmed to think that as we do these responses to anybody black, bringing up some of the systemic things that we deal with in the United States, be it from, white people, law enforcement, economics or whatever. I think people are automatically on defense for a black person having some type of gripe and complaint as an aspect of us bitching. And like, nah, nigga, quit bitching. Just get money, nigga, get money and all this. You know what I mean? And
people think that's freedom now, just having money.
Yeah.
But a lot of motherfuckers don't even know what to do with it though. They want to have it, but they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to invest it. As soon as they get it, people think $1,000 is a lot of money. Somebody you could tell a person right now, man, I just got paid. You could flash $1,000 right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be about 5 people thinking you got it, and they're gonna be big and ask for something. And, oh, no, you got some money, you can't help me out. You know what I'm saying? $1,000 ain't nothing.
Right.
You pay one bill with that, and it's gone. You know what I'm saying?
So in the aspect of the things that black people can be doing good with, a lot of what do y'all consider doing good? You know what I mean? Because that's one of the reasons why a lot of time black people say, man, shut up, because you're doing good by your own standards.
Yeah.
But that's one thing you got to start noticing is that you're only doing good by your own standards.
Right.
The people ain't doing good, and nobody's really worried about it. Seems nobody really worried about the people. Y'all just worried about, yourself, and you can't run a community unto yourself. You can keep getting your crumbs. You can keep getting a little bit of your light benefit that you're receiving or something. But if your people bad, you ain't good, man. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't be up while your people down. And everybody want to be like, well, all black people don't think the same. I understand all that. But the thing is, as I said, and I will continue to keep saying it, the United States interact with black people, all black people, as if we are one people. To us, to black people, we the only ones who ain't one unto ourselves.
Yeah.
Black people are one people to Asians. Black people are one people to Africans. Black people one people to Arabs, Anglos, right? And Americans.
Man, it was something you said this morning, and I was like, man, you need to touch on that.
What's that?
it was something you said, and I was like, it can go along with this segment. I can't remember exactly what it was. I know we was talking about the speech, and it was within those lines. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about with speech.
Yeah, but it was something you was talking about. I can't remember. It probably hit me
It'll
later.
come back to us.
Yeah.
So, in the aspect of your peace matching your freedom, I mean, if you gotta choke back the feeling of that could have been me in the negative, your peace don't match your freedom. And a lot of black people, they don't want to tell themselves, you know what, that could have been me, man. That could have been my mom. That could have been my aunt. That could have been my brother, my cousin, my sister. And I say that all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that could have been somebody in my family. Like when it really, really hit me,
right,
was with Sandra Bland.
Right.
And I saw Sandra Bland, and the fact that she got murdered in a pig precinct. What they say?
Matt Kersey say, my peace doesn't match my freedom. I'm still making one too many fucked up decisions when it comes to personal interactions.
Yeah, that's a social thing. But we're talking about like as a nation, you know what I'm saying? Our peace matching our freedom. But back to saying an aspect of Sandra Bland, that could have been my wife. That could have totally been my wife, having the exact same energy, knowing her laws and will voice her knowledge of her laws, and the fact that our citizenry as black people doesn't carry over in this system as everybody else's citizenry. You can't just jump out your car and cuss out the pig like, you know what I'm saying, the Peckerwood could or something like that. And the fact that you know your laws, you would be well in your law to say whatever you know the law say you're supposed to learn. But this is the things. As Most Def said, they say they want you successful, but then they make it stressful. You start keeping pace, they start switching up the tempo, right?
Right.
With the Black Panthers, when the Black Panthers started and they was following all the laws and they had their guns and everything lawfully, they changed the laws on them. So in that aspect, the black people, you dealing with a system that's constantly changing your laws on you, constantly moving the goalposts.
Yeah.
When you sprint there, you get there faster than anybody. You get there better and more efficient, and they'll move the goalposts on you and say that, nah, there's more that you got to do. But what about all these non-black people here? Oh, but they already did it, and so
we got a chance to move. We got a chance to move the goalposts at the end because we wanted to make it fair for everybody.
And you know what I mean. So the thing is can your peace match your freedom? When that's the case, I mean, it's like, okay, so then I ask black people, what do you define as peace?
There you go. That's what I want to know. What do you define as your peace? What is peace to you? And a lot of people don't even know how to find that. A lot of people don't even look for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So and that's the thing. A lot of people don't look for the peace, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that y'all ain't looking for peace,
that's what
it makes me think of, what do you think your existence is supposed to be for?
They look for other people to think for their ass, to move according to how they want them to move.
Yeah.
It's a lot of selfish shit going on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And not to be funny, but women got it bad at that shit.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
It's probably,
but it's part of leadership too within the men. That's why sometimes it's easier for certain men to be able to accept that and deal with it and learn how to, because it teach him also in certain ways to grow and teach him how to find his peace also within that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, what do you think a woman defines as peace?
Money, security. You know, for real, security and protection.
That's peace?
I mean, that's pretty much what you hear a lot. So shit, I don't know. That's a good question. The women ask. You the
Yeah.
answer. You should.
Yeah, ladies.
Y'all watching the show. What is your piece?
What do y'all define as peace?
We can't speak for you.
Nah.
You know?
And you know what? This is a call-in show.
Man, you gotta write that joint.
Yeah,
down.
go ahead, bring me that joint, man. You good?
Okay.
Nah, you good. This
okay.
this is 16 feet, cuz.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah, we're gonna write down the number. This is a call-in show.
Yeah.
And we want y'all to call in because y'all chopping it up with Roguish and Fade Game. Y'all not just listening to Roguish and Fade Game. You know what I'm talking about? We talk all damn day. You know what I mean?
That's some bull crap.
What happened? Get the name too.
Nah, my boy. You know, my boy. We did our first interview. With the book, The Love Boys, right?
Right.
There. Nah, he was just telling me. I guess the pigs was fucking with him.
Oh yeah.
And just trying to take him to jail
over some bullshit.
Cause he won't stop talking.
Cause he won't stop talking. Yeah. And see. So shout out to homie. Wrote that book. Y'all need to.
The Love Boys is a good ass book.
If y'all out in Dallas, you know what I'm saying, head on over to Big T Bazaar. Hit up homie. He be out there chopping it up, selling his book. It's called The Love Boys. You know what I'm saying? Some great ghetto tales.
Yeah.
Real deep. It can get intense. You know what I'm saying? As we know the hood can, but the hood also has beauty. You get a great story out of that.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to call in, the number is 214-392-9803. For those of y'all on IG, number 214-392-9803. We got rules, whoever, because you know what I'm saying, this as you can tell, this is somebody's home up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody call and they online and y'all can hear it, nobody call in because it'll just keep beeping and we don't want to keep beeping.
Yeah.
But in the aspect of peace, so brother was out there. They said because he keep talking, we're gonna take you to jail. Now, this is one thing I want black people to understand something. 2019, we have been in the United States for 400 years, according to what history documents as us being over here. You know what I'm saying? 1619 to 2019, that's 400 years. Now, if you see what we're dealing with in this very day, would you think that your ancestors and our ancestors would see us as being free?
Hell nah.
Would they count, even though we ain't a slave, we ain't being bred, we ain't picking cotton, we ain't picking none of that shit, right? Would they see your reality and say that they're free?
Nah, not the rebels, not the motherfuckers who fight,
right?
They're gonna be pissed.
You know this is what we died for.
Matter of fact, people said today if Harriet Tubman was here today, you know, she'll be disappointed. Me, I say if Harriet Tubman here, she'll be knocking some of these niggas out. You know what I'm saying? Like she was doing back then.
Yeah.
You know, knocking niggas out, and Nat Turner probably be killing some of these niggas. You know, because they'll be betraying us.
Yeah.
You feel me? You gotta fight your own people in order just to get a point across. It ain't even just about getting a point across. You gotta fight your own people to speak the truth.
Paul Farrell on Facebook, shout out, said, this world is not made for us to live a peaceful life.
He damn right. No.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
I'm saying I see where he coming from.
I would say currently, nah, this world ain't made us to have a peaceful life.
But it was created for us too, though.
Well, definitely. But the thing is, see, in that regards, black people, y'all have to acknowledge that you are in a system that isn't controlled by you. And not only is it not controlled by you, it's controlled by people who despise your existence. Now, black people who doing well, the celebrities and the niggas who can be in the upper middle class and the upper top class, they wouldn't say that. Those are the type of people that say that poverty is a mind state, which in a way it kind of is, but also this is in the individual sense. When black people start making moves as groups to move ourselves out of the poverty mind state, this nation and white people see that as a terroristic move. Because then they say you're being racist. When you love your black self too much, they say you're being racist because because it's like the older I get, I didn't realize like I've hated. You know, I don't know about the rest of y'all.
No, I finished. Yeah, I was gonna say so. Don't finish. Yeah.
I've hated white people all my life. I'm from North Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street area. I don't want to fit into the system. I want to destroy the motherfucking system. I want to destroy everybody who love it. I want to destroy everybody who benefit from it because the system destroyed the enrichment of my people. Now that's personal. I can acknowledge that that's personal. I can acknowledge that that's a vendetta. I can acknowledge that that's bitter. You know what I'm saying? If I'm speaking small-minded with that shit, I can acknowledge that. But I also can acknowledge those who don't think like me receiving the exact same response as if they did. You niggas who don't have a problem with the glass ceiling are the first one that the Matrix tries to fuck.
Nigga, let me touch on that. Because you said something just a second ago. Which also with the freedom thing, right? When you start to love yourself as black, and you talk that shit in the white establishment, white people freeze. They don't get involved. They don't say nothing. It be our people that get pissed off. They or afraid, not embarrassed. Because they don't wanna hurt their feelings.
But they free.
If you was free, shut your ass
if you was free, would you have all that goddamn fear and cowardice?
Nigga say cowardness. Bro, I sit there and what really pissed me off is mostly our elders. Nigga, that's why I can't even have too much. I'm always have my respect. But when it comes to this shit, get your ass in the back. Let me handle this. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, you'll speak that shit, right? I used to do it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Sit in the break room and talk black history and talk this and that.
This nigga and black on purpose at work. Huh?
Nigga say, for real, love it. You feel me? I used to love how, the white folks there. But our people, guess what they used to do?
Looking left and right.
Nigga, they looking around.
Does not compute.
You don't say nothing.
Does not compute. You gonna get as far.
I'm like, what you looking around? And I fuck with them. What you looking around for? I'm talking to you. I know, but they probably listening. And let them listen. They know the truth. But do you know the truth? They ain't even afraid.
Does your peace match your freedom?
Because if you scared, but then when you in a certain situation with politics, I got the freedom to speak. But guess what their freedom to speak is?
To agree?
Nah, nigga, to push a button to vote.
That's what I'm saying. They agree. They're agreeing with the choices that they give it. You don't have the freedom to create your own choices in their system, but you got the freedom to select the choices that they give you, which is that even power at all? People say you don't, you know what I'm saying, vote, and people die to vote and all this.
Right.
So again, y'all, if we can think about this from a critical black perspective, a linking of the word black and perspective, because we got a different way.
Get up and walk out the break room.
We got a different way that we view reality, and we got to acknowledge that. And it's a cultural view. That we develop amongst ourselves that helps us to navigate reality and helps us to see things in ways of it's for our benefit or not for our benefit. You thinking in the black mind does not mean you're seeing lesser, nor does it mean you're being negatively discriminating, because you need to discriminate at times. You need to, a lot of black people say you don't want to judge. But the thing is, y'all always judging. And when we talk about that judging shit, y'all always talking about an aspect of it from Christianity and religion. Oh, thou shalt not judge. And it's like, look, when you judge, you're making a decision. You're making an analysis. You're making a choice. You're making an observation. You're making a selection. All that is judging.
Nigga, 90, I ain't gonna say 98. I'm gonna say 95.6% of Americans live a contradicting life.
Shit, you got to in America, bro.
Man, I mean, but now I'm talking about as far as just anything, bro. Live a contradicting life, because, like you say, they'll talk to all this Christian stuff, they'll talk all this biblical stuff. Even half of them ain't even read the damn Bible. They just heard some shit another motherfucker said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, they'll do the total opposite. Put it like this: you go to church, right? If we go to church every Sunday, person see you in church every Sunday, but then we on the camera and we use a couple of cuss words, drink a beer, motherfucker be like, oh, you I thought you go to church. I thought you do judging, right? But don't even realize that's what the hell they doing.
But see, okay, so there you go. You can't hold it against them because they don't realize what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So that means that most of the people who you engage with, they ain't thinking from a critical perspective. So it don't really make no sense to engage them, nor does it make any sense to even like go at what they saying. You know what I'm saying? And so when you get with people or interact with people who think from a perspective of lowness, like that low vibration, that's when you gotta. I
like how you said that low vibration.
Low vibration. Yeah. I call it snooze kick
instead of stupidity.
There you go. You know what I mean? I call you can't call them stupid. You know what I'm saying? You say they resonate a little bit lower, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
It's just that we all been there.
We all been there. We all.
That's what they don't understand, bro. A lot of people don't understand. People who have a conscious mind wasn't always like that. They had
you
know what I'm saying? So when you start speaking things, they be like, well, you don't understand. Yes, the hell I do.
I've been there.
Because I've been there. You don't understand because I'm trying to get you to a higher level, a higher vibration, as you say.
Right.
But they don't want it. They don't look for that. They don't want that because it takes them out their element of being comfortable where they at. You know what I'm saying?
And hence why Black people will avoid such a question.
Yeah.
Does your peace match your freedom? And then you have to give elements to remind them of the reality that they in, because they'll say yeah right away. So it's like, okay, what do you define as peace? And then they can't define it.
Yep.
But they'll say that they have it, but they can't define it. So then you go a little bit deeper. Okay, well, the reason why I asked this question is because so-and-so happened with the police again. And then they ain't saying nothing, but you read in their body language.
Yeah.
And they might roll their eyes like this or something, as in, oh, here this nigga go with this black shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, wait a minute, do you live a black reality?
Are you not black?
You don't like to be reminded of it. And yes, all about black reality ain't negative, right? But my thing is when it comes forth of the shit that the system is doing to us, right? Mm-hmm. We need to take a look at that. I can understand if it was some random shit. Most of the stuff that happened to Black people ain't random shit. It's pattern.
It's pattern.
It's pattern.
Shit,
you can look and see.
But they act like it's random when it happens to them. When it happens close to home.
No. When it happens close to home, then they see the pattern.
Yeah, they see the pattern.
When it ain't happening with them, oh, that's an isolated incident.
Yeah.
Man, oh, that's them. That's how they thinking. They'll say, oh, that person's negative or something. It's like, nah, man. Just like take for instance when the you got the some police kill somebody black, right, and it always happening. They always killing us, and we don't respond in the right way,
right?
Because a lot of times that
peace and blessings, brother.
Peace and blessings, whoever that is. A lot of times y'all scared of the police. Yeah. A lot of times y'all scared of the police. Y'all scared of the government, and y'all not taking into consideration of your humanity.
Right.
So their position of being police, their position of being government, it outweighs your humanity.
Right.
Right. If somebody black were to do something, you'll want to get back, retaliate, and all of that. Mm. But then you encounter somebody black who's about to get back in a retaliation against those forces that prey on black people. Y'all like, nah, you can't do that. You're crazy. You're thinking excessively. You're thinking extremely. But it's like, but wait a minute. How can you say that we're thinking extreme when the actions of extreme against you don't weigh that? Y'all don't consider it extreme. Y'all consider it extreme that all these brothers is getting exonerated and they getting out of prison 30 years, 40 years.
And getting $2 million.
$2 million.
If that. And they got to pay lawyer fee. They got to pay all type of stuff.
Yeah.
So, they done did all this.
And none of them mad, cuz.
And then when they get out, here come the family members.
Yeah.
I held you down all this time. They want some money. They can't even get on his feet good yet.
The queen of his home said, I'm working on my peace and freedom
What's up, baby?
matching at this time.
Yeah.
But to answer the question, it doesn't. She said, I need my peace and freedom to be on one accord mentally first.
Yeah.
Then it'll manifest in the physical. And that's the
motherfucking
best
answer.
point of this whole session.
Girl, you trying to get, girl. Shit.
We need it. We need it to we need it to be on the mental first. But for it to be on the mental, we must reside within an environment that allows us to create it from within. We've never been able to be the creators of our peace, because when we took over that natural human earthling right, white people had a problem with it. And this government saw that they had a problem with it, and it said, hey, we understand y'all got a problem with it. Y'all go ahead and handle that. Matter of fact, we're going to help you on the sideline by sending in some CIA or some FBI or some, you know what I'm saying, to destroy the peace of these black people, simply because it's something about them having peace that we don't like.
Yeah.
When black people have peace, it leads to our enrichment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if any of y'all have ever done this. I really don't know.
Ooh.
I don't deal with.
It leads to what?
It leads to our enrichment.
Google that if you don't know what that is.
You know what I'm saying? Us having peace leads to our enrichment.
Yeah.
It leads to us loving one another. Mm-hmm. It leads to us building for one another, valuing one another, enriching one another. It leads to, and y'all know how easy it is for us when we already got a natural creativity, right? Well, then we start using that creativity amongst each other.
Yeah.
That is why your peace don't match your freedom.
And that's why my peace is growing and manifesting at this time, because when I start learning how to love myself, and I put that, sometimes it's good to have an I don't give a fuck attitude. And the reason why I say that,
it's a tool.
It's a tool.
You got to keep
because I learned how to say no. I learned how to stop trying to please motherfuckers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be myself. That's why I don't mind cussing sometimes, drinking sometimes if I feel like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn who paying attention, who watching, or anything of that nature. I'm gonna be myself. And when I start being myself, I stop accepting bullshit.
Right.
I start taking on other stuff that align with where I'm trying to head in life.
Right.
And then that's when doors start opening for me. And I start having more peace.
Yeah.
I start having peace in my home. I start having peace when I ride in the car. I have peace at work.
You start spreading that
you
peace.
Start spreading that.
People see that peaceful energy.
Yeah.
And it starts spreading. And that's one thing this is what we were talking about in the car.
Yeah.
In the aspect of black people having those peace, our relations with one another.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, remember, in the aspect of us having peace leads to our enrichment. Y'all really need to get the understanding that Caucasians in the United States is not just against black people, right? That's so rudimentary. It goes deeper than that. It's against our enrichment, because when we are enriched, it makes everybody else's progressive development look lower.
Yeah.
It doesn't have as
whole
much
world
light.
Change. What?
It doesn't have as much light. It is easy for us to create light, all right?
Yeah.
It's easy for us to do that. It's nothing. That's why they always want to put you into a position towards where your light ain't always shining.
You hear me?
You know what I'm saying? And our light shines best when we have our cohesiveness amongst our community.
Yeah.
Our light shines best like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all ever take it back to the most minuscule that I can think of, right? Middle school. You know what I'm saying? And you got some people drumming on the table. You know what I'm talking about? Drumming on the table. And what they do, they stop you we be drumming in class, or you drumming in lunch or something like that. And they tell you, nah, stop it. You ain't doing nothing but bringing peace to yourself. Enriching everybody in the space. It might be 10 to 15 to 20 people right there. You got 3 people drumming. You got maybe 3 or 4 people dancing. Somebody rapping. You got the sisters loving the brothers loving the sisters. We all on one accord, 25 to 30 deep from a simple beat. You know what I mean? They can't do that.
They can't do that, and they don't do that. We do that like that.
And that's another reason. Now go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, and they hated it.
Yeah.
They hated it. I noticed it. I'm like, yo, how come y'all hate that? You know what I'm saying? But when there's a fight, they love it when it's a fight.
You feel me?
They love it when this niggas fighting niggas. You know what I'm talking
they ready
about?
to put money behind you and everything just to watch a nigga fight.
Yeah, they make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you fight, it's $500 for your child, it's $500 for you or something like that, right? But when you building, they hate that when you building our mass. If you building it to yourself, so-called individual shit, okay, yeah, they'll permit that. But all of us, yo, they hate that because they start feeling feeble. They start feeling small, and they show that closeted inferiority complex that they got. That's why your peace don't match your freedom.
Because your culture has been taken away to where a nigga is scared to even embrace the natural culture of being black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So everybody is trendy. That's why everybody trendy. They got to follow the next person. If one person doing this, they want to do it and try to do it better versus find their own unique creativity now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because every time you do try to be creative, like you said, motherfucker slamming them, you know what I'm saying, and telling them to stop.
Yeah.
Just like school ain't nothing but prison.
Oh, that's all it is. That's
so shit.
That's all it is, because they ain't educating those children.
Hell nah.
They ain't educating those children. And another one of the top things why your peace don't match your freedom is because we don't take power over our future. Yeah. Meaning our children. Your children are your future. You got to take power over your future and teach them things that they need to know. Don't let this system teach them, because you already see that your power, that your peace don't match your freedom. So that means that y'all ushering your children into an environment where their peace ain't gonna match their freedom.
Hell nah, bro, man. And to touch on that shit, I don't know if we getting off something, but the shit pissed me off.
What's that?
Been watching on Facebook, and I don't even like sharing. I don't like the shit. I don't love the shit. It should be pissing me off for motherfuckers to even share the shit, because they don't realize the shit that they share is also putting the shit in the atmosphere even more on social media. When you got a child 5, 6 years old, young boy sitting out here with a group of motherfucking teenagers who are already fucked up in the head. So why he even hanging with these niggas on the street anyway? They can't teach him shit. And he out there throwing up gang signs. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, that would. He don't even know no better.
Yeah.
And then you got the little girls. I'm watching. I saw one. They were like, oh, these two little girls so adorable. But I'm pissed off. Cause I'm looking at the two little girl babies, bro. 1, 2 years old.
Doing ratchet shit.
Nah, not just doing. Nah, that shit pissed me off. Nigga, I already slapped every woman in the room on that shit. But I'm talking about, nigga, the two little girls dressed up, hair done and shit.
Yeah.
But these motherfuckers got on these bell bottom like pants that these grown ass women wear, right?
Okay.
The tight little bell bottom shirt, up here, mid with the back out. Oh, they so adorable. No, the fuck they adorable because they innocent babies.
Yeah.
But look at the motherfucking attire you got on these innocent children. Then you wonder why motherfucking grown ass men, bro. We stay in the community, and I'm just being real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where we know that Hispanics love young women. They get married early.
Lolita. That's what they call it.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Lolita.
And you got your daughters out here in these environments. We all live amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? Then you got motherfucking black people too. Now some of the black men are becoming perverts now. You know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of motherfuckers who out here, and you wondering why these motherfuckers looking at your daughters or looking at your kids at this age. They ain't looking at the woman no more. They looking at these little kids. Because you got these motherfucking babies out here dressed like. First off, who the fuck making clothes like that for these kids?
But see, that you understand.
They supposed to get whooped too.
You got to acknowledge the reality that we living in, and that's reality that we living in. A lot of time we like to try to project ourselves into being in some kind of future society. But the thing is, this society is operated and ran by Caucasians. And if you look into Caucasian history, sexualization of children has always been a part of
the culture.
society.
They don't have no culture. They have That's their culture, if you want to call it the culture.
It is a
That's-
culture.
That's
They
their
did that shit
culture,
for thousands
and that's
of
how
years.
motherfuckers living today, bro.
They earned their right for that
They out here
murders.
with a bunch of that's why they say Sodom and Gomorrah all over again type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, Babylon the second, Rome the second,
You
man.
feel me, bro? All this
Fire
European
upon
shit,
Babylon. You know?
everybody taking on all this European shit, the hatred, the love for money, to make make themselves feel like they power.
Right,
Black
right.
people are already enriched with power, but they don't really even know it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The loss of their spirituality,
Fire upon
you know
the
what I'm saying?
wicked.
The fucked up clothing.
Okay,
What
so I get you.
You get where I'm coming
It's
from?
a degraded society.
It's fucked up.
It is that.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be that as long as whoever is the ruling elite is that.
And guess what motherfucker said?
So now hear me out. There is no solution to the problem that you're saying.
Yeah.
There's no solution to that problem in this society unless we are going to be in control of it.
And that's why I'm finna get to. And guess what motherfuckers saying when you try to explain to them? Well, if you can't beat them, might as well join them.
Yeah.
But that's the thing though.
You can't. No, okay, hold up, bro. Hold up. You can't get.
So
mad.
you saying join the bullshit?
Yeah.
Well, how do okay, if you join the bullshit, then what?
It don't stop. You look, okay, look, the thing is, you looking for people to right off the bat accept integrity, man. That's not gonna happen, cuz it is not gonna happen. You have to acknowledge the society that in. Remember, nigga, pimping came from the 1960s.
Right.
It only got big in the 70s.
Right.
Pimping was some degrading ass shit.
Right.
But the thing is, them niggas figured, look, if this is going to be a culture, we might as well find some way to put some management behind this shit and, you know what I'm saying, get some loot, get some duckies, get some fatty, whatever, right? But that shit was big in the 1960s. You feel me?
I understand that.
Even in the 50s and shit.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if the environment was saturated with it, if the environment was saturated with it and it's not changing, people are going to see some way to capitalize off of it. The thing is, you're a higher man of integrity.
Right.
Your height of integrity ain't average, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't average. Excuse me. It ain't average.
What they say?
Nobody said nothing since then. People just joining.
Yeah,
but
man.
Your height of integrity ain't average. Let's see who on YouTube. Nobody watching it. So yeah, your height of integrity ain't average. Our height of integrity ain't average. We can't project that people supposed to be able to aspire to that type of height because they're not warriors. You're a warrior viewing non-warrior people and wanting them to have a warrior's ethic. It's not gonna happen, bro.
Nah, that's right. That's real shit.
It ain't finna happen. So it's sad that we gotta watch it. That's the sad part.
That's the sad part. That's the part that make you angry, make you sad, all at the same damn time.
You don't want to talk. You want to kill and destroy. You don't want to build in the system. You want to kill and destroy so that you can rebuild. Right? That's what the warriors. That for all y'all who are warriors. That's the energy that you're feeling. It ain't just anger. It's what it is a desire to construct by destructing. Right. And then, you know what I'm saying, you're just wiping the board clean. And right now, you know, the way that the system is being ran, our people live in illusion and they live in degradation. So an aspect of, you know what I'm saying, peace matching your freedom. No, your peace don't match your freedom. You can't even lie to yourself and tell yourself that shit. And if you do tell yourself that, it's only an illusion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you got to acknowledge that, okay, I'm living in an illusion, which it might be kind of easy if you got a good job and you get some good money and everything. You got some prestige. You got a little bit of prestige. Like I said, you know.
That's another thing right there why motherfuckers lose their integrity, because they be like, it ain't bringing me no money, so shit, why should I care?
Right. Why should I care? Why should I care about something that's payless?
Until shit happened, then they start talking about the shit we was talking about.
You know, but that's because it's convenient. Yeah. You know, they're just like bandwagon for the sport team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody now they on pro warriors. Nigga, the Warriors ain't had no fans like that, but now the Golden State, you know what I'm saying? Now Golden State got a gang of fans because they done won, you know what I'm saying, championship, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and that's how the average person thinks. So again, I say this, average person, they think like that. So when you encounter the average person, this is something that I took from reading the Bible. Y'all heard me? Reading the Bible.
Right.
All right.
And understanding what you read.
Understanding what I read. Yahushua, the cat y'all like to call Jesus, he spoke in parables. And the reason why he spoke in parables was because he was amongst people who, if they got too much light, they saw him as an enemy. Right. They would say that he was speaking blasphemous things.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? If he's supposed to be the son and he's bringing all this good teaching and everything.
You hear me?
For you who are rooted in darkness, for you who are rooted in illusion, somebody presenting such a truth to you could be kind of Quranic. Quranic meaning like heron. You know what I'm saying? When you put heron into the system, it kills the body right away because the body can't take it. This truth that y'all be getting from warriors and master teachers and everything, it's like heron, pure heron going into the body. And it's going to kill the body unless it's laced with a little bit of the bullshit that y'all used to. So hence, you don't want to use bullshit, so you use parables. And so you get people to think by not letting them know that you're giving them medicine or thinking material.
And that's how you can tell who used a motherfucking brain versus the person who just followed the trend. Because when you speak in parables, guess what they say?
What?
I don't understand what you mean. Break it down to me. I don't understand what you're saying.
So then you get an invitation to lace them with some game.
Yeah. Exactly. Because they ain't understanding what you're saying, bro. So they let me know when they start trying to speak Bible quotes.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you can't understand me, how can you understand what you're trying to read? Because didn't he say he spoke in parables? Do you understand what that means? Hell nah, they don't understand that shit. Some people say, well, show me where that's at. I tell them straight up, it ain't my job to remember the scriptures. It's my job to remember what the word was saying.
So we're going to show this again. You can call in to 214-392-9803. Go ahead, show it on Instagram.
If you want to call in,
214-392-9803. You want to call in, chop it up with Roguish and Fade Gang.
Yeah, that's a 9803.
98
boy be writing fast.
9803.
Excuse me. Yeah, man.
But in the aspect, does your peace match your freedom? Is one, once we get into saying that, can you really say that you're free? Now, you're free to do some things. Are you free to do all things?
You're free to get your ass in trouble.
And in the aspect of that freedom, did you give it to yourself? You know what I mean? Is a lot of times we tend to forget that someone freed us. We didn't free ourselves.
Yeah.
And you hear a lot of people say, well, black people freed themselves or whatever, because white people, they saw that black people were doing a whole bunch of rebelling and they didn't want to get killed, so they freed us. Nigga, nah, bro.
And check this out. Why did Lincoln really sign that shit?
Well, I mean, it was all politics.
There you go.
Freeing black people. What it did was take the South, you had the Confederacy and you had the Union, right?
Right.
The Union was still operating all the United States. And what they did was take the Confederacy's wealth from them. The Confederacy had wealth in the black people who they had enslaved. So once they freed us, then once the Union freed us legislation-wise, on paper, in Congress.
Damn shame we got to be on paper to say that this man is a freak man.
Yeah. Once they freed you on paper, then the South lost all slave value that you held. And so they had no wealth no more. So then it was all a military political strategy. But yeah, so you weren't really never freed because only you can free you, and that's the rule of the game.
Hey man, I don't know if that was the play y'all was in or a play that I was watching.
Yeah.
But I remember at the end, it was like, I think it was something I was watching. They was like, oh man, we free now. Everybody in the South is free now. Well, what do we do now? They didn't know what the fuck to do. What do we do now? And they just looked around at each other and that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Shit, they didn't know what to do.
Damn. That's crazy because
what do
so
we do now?
And so in your freedom that you receive, your freedom doesn't come with respect. Your freedom doesn't come with you being worthened to the same level as those who freed you. Your freedom don't come with you being invalued to the same level as those who freed you. Mm-hmm. So what kind of freedom is it if you free?
What's up, buddy?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What kind of freedom is it? I understand. Okay, let's say, yeah, you got peace. I mean, you got freedom. And most of y'all ain't gonna knowledge as far as with your peace not matching your freedom and everything. But the thing is, what kind of freedom is it?
Yeah.
It ain't freedom to walk across the street on your own. Or I mean, you know, most of the black people getting killed by police now, everything is unarmed. That means that you're following the laws. You know what I'm saying? You're following the laws, and you still get killed by some motherfucker who got some whiteness aspect against you in the situation. So that means that they're letting their whiteness overrun their policeness. And the system, which is supposed to recognize only their policeness, lets them off because it moreover recognizes their whiteness. And if whiteness overruns policeness, if whiteness overruns politics, if whiteness overruns economics, then that means you're dealing with white supremacy. You're not dealing with the United States government.
Supreme.
You're dealing with white supremacy. And white supremacy was what you was dealing with before you was free.
Break that white shit down real quick.
Okay, so the aspect of the whole white thing, this is something that they call themselves, right? They call themselves white because in their eyes, white means pure, right? And even in that alone, them calling themselves white because white mean pure.
Yeah. Can
you call Caucasians pure?
Yeah, nah.
You can't call them pure. So the fact that they calling themselves white is blasphemy in the whole context of white itself. You know what I'm saying? But so they white means pure and black is evil in the Caucasian perspective of viewing those the context of those colors. So us being the darkest people, you know, they're going to see us as evil, and them being the lightest people, they're going to see themselves as pure.
That's why they always show us in darkness instead of light.
That's
when
exactly
they know we the light. See, everything that you been taught, you have to understand that shit got to be reversed. Everything that they making of negative of you is not of you. That's of them. So you got to reverse that shit and know that when they putting themselves on that higher pedestal, know that that's really your seat. But they want to keep you down here to believe that, okay, hey, in order for me to get through life or get by, I have to make myself of this. I have to make myself equal to motherfuckers who really. That's what pissed me off. Why are you trying to make yourself equal to motherfuckers that hate you?
Oh man, ask that question again.
Why are you trying to make yourself equal to motherfuckers who hate you?
Why?
That don't even make sense.
Just like when y'all sent y'all little girls into their schools
or on their
age 7. Y'all send y'all little girls into their schools to say, okay, they're gonna integrate the white schools, and y'all send them there.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait a minute, don't y'all think there's something wrong with that? You know, you see your little girl into a school where 95% of people telling you that they hate her, and she's 7 years old, and y'all think we're making history because of this. This is something that you're proud of. Y'all want to go and eat with these motherfuckers. Y'all want to go in the same bathroom. Yo, man, the civil rights thing was a joke.
That's why and check this out, bro. This is another thing that pissed me off because they took the original fight and original walk of civil rights and it just summed it all up into voting now. Voting was not what the fuck they was fighting for. It was incorporated in what the true fight was for.
Yeah.
The true fight was for equalization.
But see,
having certain the voting was just part of it, but that wasn't the main focus. That's why they created the Democratic Party, because it wasn't even no Democrats within that at the time. And we all know the Democrats ain't nothing but some motherfuckers who really so-called talking and for the people, but really they work for the Republicans.
this is my thing. Is I don't care if they're Republican or if they're Democrat.
They all politicians.
They all want a Caucasian perspective of reality to be what operates this nation and all non-white people.
They took the sensibility shit out.
So if they want,
start asking folks.
So if they do it rudely or if they do it nicely,
right,
they still want themselves to be seen as the key subject of rule,
right?
And that's my issue that I have with them. That's why the whole Democrat, Republican, the right and the left and all that, I never really understood none of that shit, because when you talk to them and you talk to them about your people having self-autonomy, getting our enrichment, they all got a problem with it. Mm-hmm. Democrat white, Republican white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they got a problem with. And all the same. So to me, that's a European thing that they have an issue. Mm-hmm. That they all have pattern issues with our enrichment.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they will back up the system.
Right.
So okay, so black people, you say your peace match your freedom. The thing is, think about what you define peace as. Think about what you define freedom as, and if you do feel like you have peace, how you define the peace. If you feel that you have freedom, what level of freedom do you have? Because you got to acknowledge it's not your citizenry. You being a citizen of the United States ain't on the same level as those who operate the United States. Right. And if that's the case, I'm sorry, that's not peaceful to me, nor is that freedom. That's just a second-class status or a third-class status or a fourth-class status. And me personally, I think that our humanity is worth more than that.
There you go.
I think our future, our black children, deserves more than that.
There you go.
Than just being fourth-class, third-class citizens or something.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, me. Hey, man. Y'all can go check us out on YouTube. We got other videos and other segments we done. We also got a show called Life After Incarceration, where we film individuals who was incarcerated doing 15, 20 to life, you know, coming home, becoming entrepreneurs. We interview their life. They talk about their life before, during their sentence, and after incarceration. So, you know, they got a lot. It's a lot of people with deep stories and game, man. Y'all can go to our YouTube channel called Good ENT. That's Good, GOOD ENT for entertainment. You'll see the blackfish soon. You type it in, man. We up there. Subscribe. Check out those interviews, man. We got more coming up. You know what I'm saying? And we're doing something different for the culture and to help enlighten our people and show them certain ways, certain things that is still life after incarceration.
Yeah.
Also bringing some what you call resonance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, high resonance.
High resonance to our people. Since we're gonna use social media, let's use it correctly. You know what I'm saying? So be sure to go subscribe. Good ENT stand for greatness out of destruction. If you great, you'll go subscribe and join us, man, as we continue to talk to the people and enlighten one each other. Earn, sharpen, earn. You know what I'm saying?
Already. And on that note, look, y'all, like I say, our relations being restored, that's what they hate the most, because when we have our peace, we start to enrich each other. And we start to enrich ourselves, and everything that we build makes everybody else's stuff pale in comparison. Right. Because building is easy for us, creation is easy for us. Mm-hmm. We are the world's best inventors. Yeah. We are the world's best civilizers. Remember, we are of the people who civilized this world. Yeah. Okay, so that type of creation, balance and order is still in us, and that's what the people who dislike you, who hate on you, who don't want to see us together, that is what they hate the most. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's get these motherfuckers hating. On that note, hey, y'all stay safe, stay strong, stay woke, stay ready. Because when you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready already. And may y'all have peace. We love y'all.
Peace. episode. Got more views on Facebook this time.